guys, welcome to the channel. Hi guys, so from the title of this video you guys can already tell what this video is going to be all about. Let me start by saying I look stunning. Okay, let me say I look stunning. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm trying to balance well for this video because I mean, if I don't know, show me pepe. Hey God. So anyways, first of all, let me go ahead to welcome you guys to this video. If you're new to the channel, you are most welcomed, and please go ahead to hit the red subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be the very first to get notified whenever I post new videos. And if this is not your first time here, thank you so much for coming back to this channel. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to all those who have subscribed so far to my channel. I'm very much happy and excited about the subscriptions I've been seeing. My channel is growing. Yeah, that's what I can say. Okay, so now let's get ahead to talk about what today's video is all about, guys. About this in different segments. So first of all, I want to talk about what my expectations were about coming to Ibadan. And then secondly, I want to talk about how long I've been in Ibadan, and then the realities that I am now facing here in Ibadan. So first of all, let me talk about what my expectations were like about Ibadan. Hold on. So I realized that I had not taken any thumbnail pictures, and if I wait till when I'm done with the video, I usually have issues trying to pick thumbnail pictures. So yeah, let's go ahead to continue this video. So my expectations about coming to Ibadan actually wasn't that high, but I mean, I wanted it to be better. Okay, I really wasn't expecting much from Ibadan, let me be sincere. But what I saw when I got here, guys, was the height of disappointment. So first of all, I got to IB and I'm asking myself, why did I even come here in the first place? I could have gone to Lagos or Abuja or maybe Port Harcourt, but I'm here in Ibadan. Ibadan is the really worst place I can ever think of being in right now, because I mean, okay, so let's talk about the expectations I really had for Ibadan. Okay, I thought Ibadan was going to just be that cool version of Lagos, as they always call it. Ibadan is a cool version of Lagos, it's a nice place, it's and all of that. But then I also had in mind that Ibadan is the oldest city in, I think, West Africa, if I'm correct. I'm going to check. Is the oldest, and it is referred to as the ancient city of Ibadan. So I really was not expecting much, but at least it should be a bit okay, it should be a bit welcoming, it should be a bit nice. I was going to Nishayin for orientation camp, and the whole environment I was seeing, I was like, okay, because I'm going to Nishayin, let me calm down, let me relax. When I get to Ibadan, it's going to be better, based on it's not just the capital, it's more like the big city in Oyo State, so it's going to be better. Let me relax, guys. That's why I enter Ibadan like this. First of all, okay, I realized that they had a lot of old houses, like a lot, but I was like, okay, probably it's just this area. When you get to bigger parts of the city, I think you should be able to see more nicer houses and the rest, guys. Ibadan shocked me. Okay, maybe because I grew up in Delta State. Okay, I schooled in Delta State. I lived practically all of my instance in Delta State, and Delta State seems to be more beautiful than Ibadan, if you allow me to say that. Delta State is more beautiful than Ibadan. In Delta, I know we have some terrible looking areas that you can want to get angry at, but then the housing is top notch, guys. The housing is not bad. The housing in Delta State is not bad. But when I go to Ibadan, comparing Ibadan to Delta, it's not a good comparison at all. Not a good one. So I was like, okay, calm down. This is just like the area you are seeing. Try to move around. But the more I move around, the more I get angry. Technically, if you ask me, the only beautiful place I've seen in Ibadan is a couple of houses around Bodija and a few new houses that are like, you can see a new house is so fine, but when you look at the environment where the house is, you'll be like, what is this now? What is this? We don't have things like that in Delta. If you're looking, let me use where I live, for example, in Delta State. Where I live in Delta State, when you look at all the houses around there, they are old houses, not as old as the ones you see in Ibadan. They are old houses, but not as terrible as the ones you see here in Ibadan. Oh my God! When I started looking for house, that was the height of it all. It was the height of it all. Literally, I saw houses that exactly I could not say anything because I was short of words. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I didn't just know what. Hey God, I was like, hold on a minute. So this is where I want to stay. I can't. Let me continue looking for till I finally found the one that I'm managing. Exactly, I'm managing it because number one, I don't have choice. At least in Delta State, we can give you good apartments for reasonable prices. My mom has as the agents here would call it, self-contained, a room self-contained. We have a room self-contained in our compound, and I mean, it's great. From the entrance to the room itself, to the kitchen, to the bathroom, to the balcony at the back. I mean, it's great. For how much? I think the person is paying like 100,000 naira. I come Ibadan and a fine house. Hey God. I started telling my mom, I said, Mom, it's as if we will carry that our own from Delta and bring it here. You know, it was that funny. But then, even as funny as it was really sad for me because I started thinking, should I have gone somewhere else? Because I don't know. Okay, that aside, next expectation I had was, okay, I know that Ibadan is an ancient city, meaning a lot of the people here would most likely speak Yoruba, okay? And I didn't have a problem with that, okay, because I love Yoruba. The only problem I have with it is that I haven't been able to learn it. I'm not able to speak Yoruba very well, but I love the language. My boyfriend is Yoruba. I love Yoruba language, and I really want to learn it. Like when I was in Delta, sometimes when I sing some songs, some people think I'm Yoruba, and I have to correct you. I am not. I just love the songs, so I get to learn them and I get to sing them. Then coming to Ibadan, just being rude and you want to talk to somebody and then you're expecting the person to speak either English or Pidgin to you. You enter somebody's shop, you want to buy something, it must be Yoruba. You are walking on the road and you want to take transportation. I remember the first 1 week I got to spend in Ibadan. not in Oyo State. First one week I got to spend in Ibadan because coming to Oyo State, when we got to Iwo Road, it was just a very simple conversation. We are going to Ishayin. In fact, the moment they saw us our luggage, they knew these people are going to camp. It's the period, so they just told us, oh yeah, go this way. This is where you get a vehicle to go to Ishayin. That was it. When I got back from camp, I moved to Ibadan, and so I was trying to move around to look for houses, get a couple of things like that. That's how I entered this cab. The cab driver was just saying something. I knew he was talking about the mirror because I was sitting at the front seat. I knew he was talking about the mirror, but what exactly was he asking me to do to the mirror? I just didn't understand. So mirror a little for him so he could see the back. But then I was trying to do that for him, but I think I wasn't doing what he wanted, and that's how this man just flare up. And I'm like, see, I don't understand Yoruba. I'm just trying to help you. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Severally, that happened. I go to the market, I want to buy something, and it's so terrible. I cannot speak Yoruba. I shall try to understand, so I try to manage to flow with them, but they want me to just give them the bass boost like the way they are giving it to me. But I am not. So sometimes when I go to the market, I try not to even start a conversation in Yoruba, because the moment you start the conversation in Yoruba is somewhat hard for you to now say, oh, I don't speak Yoruba. I had an experience with a bike man. So I stopped the bike and I told the bike where I was going to. Funny enough, there was no Yoruba in our conversation. I stopped the bike. I told him where I was going to. He said 200. I said 100 naira. He said okay, enter. I entered, and of course he was speaking Yoruba. I was just replying, but I never said Yoruba to him. Like I never used Yoruba to say anything to him. And then I entered the bike, and then as we were going, he was saying something in Yoruba, and I told him, me I know they understand Yoruba, so I know here within you talk. It was so funny. This man just said, here, Abi, you know what answer me. I was like, I know here. Because everybody says, oh, you look like a Yoruba girl. How can you say you don't understand Yoruba? And I'm like, are you serious? I don't understand Yoruba. So those were some of my expectations, like young girls. I'm not talking about old women, because I try to stay away from old people because I know it will be very difficult for them to even speak pidgin, so I might not be able to interact with them very well. But then I've seen young people who will tell me, Mungbo Iborara, you don't speak English at all. Are you serious? Out of 100% of them, only 25% of them can speak simple, correct English fluently without losing you. It's not funny. And it's even more scary because I live in a school environment where they have the Ibadan Poly, where they have one of their campuses. That's where I live, and so I expect that most of the people you should see around, they should be able to speak English. At least even if you can speak simple and correct English fluently, at least pidgin English is a no-go area. And then I'm like, hey, how will I stay in this Ibadan? But anyway, somehow I'm getting used to it. So when I go to the market, sometimes if I meet a very mature woman and I know she's the only person that has what I want to buy, and I must buy from that person, so I try to put up a conversation in Yoruba first of all by saying Eka Soma. It sounds so funny in my mouth. Eka Soma, and Mofera, whatever I want to buy, and she'll be like, so amount. Sometimes I don't even go about Mofera, because Mofera, you don't tell and say you don't understand what they talk. So I don't even go through that process. I just be like, I just pick what I want to buy, and then I ask them Elo or Eloni, and then they'll be like, this is the price. I'll say okay, jale. Okay, Okay, so those were some of my experiences that I've had in this Ibadan Ashashoni Pepe. Another thing about their house, yeah. Let me talk about the one I'm living in first before I even start talking about the other ones. The house I live in, they don't have a borehole. Okay, they dug a well and then they connected pipe into the well to bring water into the house. So when there's no light and we can't pump water, we can go to the well to draw water out. Prior to coming to Ibadan, I know that the last time I went to the well to draw water was like, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm very, very sure, like 10, 12 years ago, that I went to a well that I'm drawing water out. When I come Ibadan, I draw water. Can you see my hand? I'm building muscles. Oh my god, I came to Ibadan and I had to draw water. I mean, where I lived in school, it's not that much of a great apartment, okay? It's not very fancy, but at least it's basic. It's a standard apartment that you can say, okay, this is a standard house. We have boreholes. We don't draw water in Delta. Of course, we can have wells, but you don't have a house that, there's no borehole and they are collecting water from well. You don't have those kind of houses in Delta. Any house you see, even if it's a one-room apartment, as long as they have water source, okay, there is borehole. If you see a well, probably it's a personal house and the person feels like, okay, when we're growing up, my dad used to have a well in the compound, but then we not used to draw water from that well. We used the well because then my dad was still trying to build his house. So yes, people go there and when they are walking, they draw water from that well to walk in the compound. Not that was our major source of collecting water. Do you get? So the last time I drew water from well was like 12 years ago, and I came to Ibadan. Ibadan gave me the shock of my life. Okay, so that's one. Something now happened recently. Let me just to be quick, as I'm already talking about Ibadan like this. So, how long have I been in Ibadan? I've been okay, basically I've said everything together. I've literally said what my expectations were, the reality I saw. So now let me talk about how long I've been in Ibadan. I've been in Ibadan for close to 4 months or 5 months. Yeah, 4, 5, I'm not sure. We left camp in July. Yeah, July. So it's August, September, October, November. We're still in November. So 4, 5 months I have spent in this ancient city of Ibadan. And in this ancient city, my eyes have reached my back because I'm still trying to adjust, really. I just pray and hope that with time I am able to really adjust to this city. Thanks so much guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy my rants, please guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and also turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. Leave your comments down below. Have you been to Ibadan before, or do you live in Ibadan, or probably you have something to say about being in Ibadan? Please guys leave that below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.